Hey there! Today it's the battle of the peas. Freeze-dried versus dehydrated. Hey there. Let's talk about freeze-dried versus dehydrated peas and the differences and which ones are better. So first of all, here are some dehydrated peas from 2009. Long time ago, I know. And this is what it looks like in a jar. So remember, these are the dehydrated, and this will be about fresh. It would be 3 quarts to 4 quarts worth of peas. These are some freeze-dried peas from 2013, and these were got from some freeze-drying place down in the States. I don't even know. My sister got them for me, and this is what they look like. Now, I think these ones, if I remember correctly, were not very sweet, and that's kind of why I didn't use them. And then these ones are store-bought peas, frozen, and then I just freeze-dried them. And this is from 2024, so just last year. And you'll notice that these ones do look smaller compared to these ones that were freeze-dried from a company in the States. So I'm going to be rehydrating these and showing you what they look like, what they taste like, what they feel like, all those things. So you can make a better decision about which way you want to go with when you're storing your peas. All right, we'll see you soon. So I'm going to be adding hot water to these peas to let them rehydrate. And I put the dehydrated peas into a larger bowl just because they will expand so much more because they are dehydrated. Like I said, these are only about 1/3 to 1/4 the volume of what they are fresh. So I'm put them in the larger container. And then you just pour some hot water over them. You want to cover them completely with water. Then we're going to let them rest, come back and check them. Now I will tell you that the freeze-dried peas should rehydrate pretty quickly, whereas I know from experience that the dehydrated peas will take hours, if not 24 hours or longer. And for the dehydrated peas, I've always found that it's best to actually have them boiling in order to get to the center to get it soft. So there you go. I'll get back to you when these have rehydrated a bit. So these are the store peas from 2024 that were freeze-dried. These are the freeze-dried peas from 2013 that were from a company that does freeze-dried food. And these are dehydrated peas from 2009. The color difference is shocking, and part of the reason why most people will probably prefer the freeze-dried peas. All right, it is now the next morning, so these peas have been rehydrating for 18 hours. I don't know, somewhere around there. It hasn't been 24, but it hasn't been 12, somewhere. So yeah, around 18. Okay, so these are the dehydrated peas that have now been rehydrated. Do a little taste test. So they're very sweet, and even the liquid is sweet. And there's a whole lot more peas in here than in, say, this little one. So that kind of makes sense why the liquid would be more sweet, just because it's getting the sweetness from so many more peas. And again, that's because the dehydrated peas can be, you'll get more of them into a small package. Okay, so the next one is the freeze-dried peas from 2013 from the States that I didn't like. And they're completely softened now. but still not much flavor. They're not very sweet, but they're fine. And then these are the freeze-dried peas that I did, frozen from the store last year. And they are sweeter. They're very much just like eating almost a fresh pea. Now, the one thing that's different is the dehydrated ones. They are tough. They're sweet, but they're tough. Even though they're completely rehydrated all the way through to the core. So, these ones I would definitely cook. I'm going to do that. I'm going to cook some and see what they're like then. Okay, we'll get back to you soon. Hi. Did you know I wrote a cookbook? It's called Delicious, Cheap, Healthy, Whole Grains, Beans, and Lentils, Staples for Budget-Friendly Meals. In it, you'll find recipes for breakfast, lunch, dinner, dessert, snacks, and staples, all the good stuff. And it's available on Amazon. I'll leave a link in the description below. Okay, back to the video. All right, and we're back. So I did end up simmering my peas, the dehydrated peas from 2009. And so they were covered with water, and then I simmered them down, and they still weren't very soft. So I put water on top again and simmered them down again. And now, this is what they look like. There, that might be better. Okay. And they're soft now, sweet flavored. I think some of them have a little bit of toughness still, but it's not too bad. Good flavor. Again, compared to the freeze-dried ones that are a large pea, more like a field pea. Oh, those are terrible. So tough. Now, maybe if they were cooked, maybe, I don't know, but not sweet. By the way, these ones are going to the chickens. So, and then these are the freeze-dried ones that were the little baby peas, little sweet peas. Interesting. So I said these tasted really sweet when I first did them. And now compared to the dehydrated ones that we just cooked, these are sweeter. So interesting. Okay. So, in terms of what I would choose to store, if I'm short on space, definitely dehydrated. For ease of using, definitely freeze-dried, because you can just put water on them and they're ready to eat within an hour or two. Whereas the dehydrated ones, I had to wait a good 18 hours and then cook it for, at least half an hour. I don't know how long that took. But they're both great options. Just, if you're going to preserve peas, don't let them get all big and fat and yucky. Those aren't sweet. But otherwise, these two options are great. I hope that helps. Have a great day. We'll talk to you later. Please like, comment, subscribe, share, help a girl out. Thanks.